Alright, Busia for me church will be a Samo Bibia Quava Beam and Fambra and Casa TV so and Casacasi Bosuna address is here. Some woman in some of my bedroom said the updates any trending news on ɛna mede so matie for de mayɛfo abusuafo yɛmbɔ nwura ɛnsɛ no mu ntemtem yɛ a ne yɛnkɔpie mu wɔ Kevin Badu Taylor akakyi a kyerɛ sɛ abusuafo Kevin Badu Taylor a wabɛpie mu ɔman Ghana mu a sɛ astate trend yie paa kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa kyerɛ sɛ ama sisi a me ne wo kasa yi deɛ judges no bi omo aso ate akyɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ɛdeɛ na aban no pɛ sɛ oprovi anaasɛ oportray kyerɛ amanfoɔ ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu a sɛ obi adi aneɛmɔ ho nsɛm sei ɛde akyerɛ judge sei anaasɛ waka nsɛm de akyerɛ ɛtia aban no judiciary no a kyerɛ sɛ bench warrant ɛnaasɛ arrest warrant ɛda ne so a kyerɛ sɛ ebere bi a obepie mu wɔ Ghana mu a sɛ ɔse ɛkyerɛ no mo aban no mo na kyerɛ sɛ mode national security ɛna mode ɛma no baabi atena a kyerɛ sɛ mobɔ no ho ban deɛ na ɔbɛyɛ ɔman Ghana mu a sɛ yɛnti da national security full security guide na ɛhwɛ no so ɛne baabi a ɔda vice president baabi anaasɛ president baabi a a ɔmo taa tena ɛhɔ na wakɔtena ɛno na judges no bi so ate akyerɛ sɛ ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ a aban no yɛ no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ obiara bɛtumi de judiciary na anaasɛ obiara anim ayɛ fam a obi wɔ amano no obɛtumi aka nsɛm bia de akyerɛ obiara abere a kyerɛ sɛ hwee nkɔ so na da me sɛ ɔman ne ɔman Ghana mu mmara ne ɔman Ghana mu ase mumie nkotie nsɛm no mu nkyerɛ mu yie paa
abrantie a NDC for born a party di mpanimfo a okrom ha nyinaa atamu
wanya
Kevin Taylor a court to cry de contempt ato ne so patch no de arrest warrant ato ne so wa ba national security for na ade no bamba aba akwa the official residence of the vice president baby President Mahama etna when he was vice president and even president and baby vice president be about obetna ye no and the current vice president her excellency or no say the private residence and ope and only vacant a whole no margin tata na be say
is this information that you are privy to
and I will give you the full information. We'll come to that.
Really?
But, yes. But I want if you want us to deal with it, let's zoom in no, deal with it.
But it's a serious matter and coming from you as a ranking on
oh yes, you see, and it is terrible in this country, say aban biaba na a whole chief justice no what to asha no so say all pam no without basis na momo no ogu na nimu say apam chief justice and say the judiciary na sa aban na nkasa the national security architecture ebebo obi a wakasa tia judiciary no wakasa tia arrest warrant edane so no na national security for ebebo say nipa na ho ban no a indictment on the government a serious indictment because between justice Gertrude Arabasaki Tokunu and the Kevin Taylor why and the senke bone ho ban between justice Araba Tokunu and NDC for twin boss gu nani ase to spite the judiciary no and the Kevin Taylor what did you tune for them what did the asofo mpenimfo Ghana ha nyina atem what did ahemfo atem edidi mpenimfo bia edimu Ghana what did you atem because obi and don be eternity emboldi no even to the extent to say okasa di tia judiciary court no issue arrest warrant say yen fan arrest no emra me appear before the matchroom why he should not be in prison no and free o dwane so oba Ghana bia national security and a born home by obedru Ghana or the United Airlines and a bedru ye and rechi obedru ye no the flight I have all the details and I will not even want to give the nitty-gritty details the seats are or so we know obedru airport national security for and a cofa no free tarmac ne so and then they found VVIP gate 19 VVIP so former president to be too kwan no oba ye den nefa VVIP gate 19 top diplomat and ye di omofa that was a diplomatic courtesy NDC are buying national security at the man. And then they go far ho. Womo fan you yenswa. Womo de ne koto the residence, official residence umemuha vice president and the tinamon. And see a day and a buying orchard. If you glorify some of these things, I will not mess me also. Memphis West being described. You are emboldening the young people, say, to be rewarded in this country. You're ready, say, ubedi dimpeni fuatem. You're crowd to say, ubedi chantro atu whether or a judge, whether or a hine, whether or a sofo, whether or a politician, whether or a businessman. Chantro to ne so gunanimas did not attempt because sa some court to crown as a court to be empa. A bino. Ebe bon ho ban ewa manoni se Ghana even be bia obeda kura no you be elevate to presidential status.
Okay Reverend,
you know that it is terrible and we must be sad in this country.
Information reaching us indicate that Mr. Sansadeli again has been flown into Ghana. You have the video of the house and all that. Okay, he's been flown into Ghana. Now, this Sansadeli is the one who brought Miss Sansadeli to Ghana, the fake doctor, who says we shouldn't say she's a criminal. He said we shouldn't say that because no court has said that. She wrote some letters to Metro TV and she's not a criminal or something like that. Okay. Mr. Sansadeli is the one who brought this guy. Now, Sansadeli has been flown into Ghana a while ago. He is reported at the airport when he arrived. And this is what we have been told. We believe, we hope it's not true. We just hope it's not true. He arrived as Kevin Taylor. He went through gate 19. Gate 19 at the airport is reserved ordinarily for high-profile diplomats. So President Kufuor is abroad now. When President Kufuor is coming back, he'll go through gate 19. If a high-profile state official travels, say the Honorable Mike Hammer, those who are not maybe inside governments, all of those people, they all go through gate 19. That's the gate reserved for high-profile officials. He was met by national security in gross violation. These national security people. And we are getting this information from people. I mean, in gross violation of a court order of a bench warrant. Ministers may or may not be aware. President may or may not be aware. He has arrived in Ghana in gross violation of a court order. The court order was against contempt of court. He spoke certain things in which the court believed was scandalizing the court. Kweku Bako and Haruna Atta went to prison for saying things that the court thought was scandalizing the court. This guy sits in America, scandalizes the court in the name of politics. A bench warrant is issued. His party is in power, so the state security apparatus, sponsored by the taxpayer, goes to pick the guy who has scandalized one of the most important institutions of democracy, the courts, and they bring him in. You have not even heard the worst. The worst is that they send him, he came by United Airlines, according to the story, United Airlines flight UA 996 from Washington, D.C. And he came with an entourage. According to the story, he didn't just come, he came with an entourage. And they are up and they are so the people at the airport don't quite see. People on the flight who told us. And guess what? The report is that sent him to Prestige Lake. Go and live in the house that is reserved for the vice president of Ghana. This is the same house that John Dramani Mahama lived in as vice president and even as president. When President Mahama was exiting his presidency in 2016, this is the house that he wrote to Nana Akufo-Addo, and Nana Akufo-Addo agreed that President Mahama can have it. Later on, party hawks prevailed on Akufo-Addo by force that President Mahama cannot have it. And so President Mahama had to relocate and find his own place where he has been living until he was re-elected as president. This house is where Aliu Mahama lived in. It's reserved, it's a cocoa board house that is reserved for the vice president of Ghana. This is the house that has been given to Mr. Sansadeli and his entourage to stay in the official residence of the vice president of Ghana. This guy who just finished SS2 not because he can't pay but because he can't learn, and sets up a media organization to basically drop